working for you. Fox 2 News at 6 starts now.
Hello and welcome to Fox 2 News at 6. I'm Dave Spencer.
And I'm Hilary Golston. We have to tell you about tragedy in Pontiac. That's where we begin our newscast tonight. 3 people killed in a horrible accident.
Yeah, family torn apart. 2 of the victims' children. Another in critical condition. This happened at the intersection of Joslyn and Montcalm near Perry Street. And that's where Fox 2's Camille Amiri is live tonight. Camille, what have you learned about this terrible, terrible incident?
Yeah, I mean, this is just so tragic and so senseless. Let's take a look at some video. So right where it happened, people have been dropping off teddy bears and balloons and just paying their respects. We know that a 37-year-old woman, the driver of the car that was hit, and her 2 children, 6-year-old and 4-year-old, are deceased. Her 9-year-old daughter in critical condition. This happened around 8:20, as you said, here at the intersection of Montcalm and Joslyn, a very busy intersection. And basically what happened was one car was coming, a 21-year-old driver. He slammed into her. She slammed into the wooden barriers that you saw where the memorial is being built. And then all of a sudden, horrible tragedy. Now, he is last listed in stable condition, the driver of that car. Everyone says that he was speeding, going through the intersection when he slammed into the victim's car. We did talk to a witness who heard the sounds and came out running. Take a listen to what she had to say, and I want to warn you, it is very heartbreaking.
By the time we got to the car, all you heard was one little girl saying, "Where's my mommy?" And after that, it was just silence. And then we pulled her out of the car and we tried to get her out before she's seen everybody else and they're deceased.
And again, that 37-year-old mother and her 2 children, 6 years old and 4-year-old, deceased. That 9-year-old fighting for her life right now. We're hoping to talk to their grandmother later on tonight. This is just, again, a senseless tragedy. This did not need to happen. Again, everyone who has witnessed this crash said that the car was speeding at this intersection. And yeah, I don't know what to make of this, but it's awful. Reporting live in Pontiac, Camille Amiri, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Camille, from what we understand, the innocent victim here was just parked at the red light. And any idea what caused that person to come into oncoming traffic in that fashion?
Well, I mean, police are trying to sort it out, and there's a pole that's knocked out of the ground, a light pole because of the impact. But witnesses were hearing different things. That one car, the car at fault, was driving and turning the corner, and then the other car was about ready to turn the corner. Why the one car lost control? Why that driver sped and crashed into that person? Of course, still under investigation at this hour.
Yeah, regardless, a tragedy all the way around. Thank you for that report. We'll look for your additional report later on this evening. All right, turning to weather now, a live look at downtown. It's been warm, definitely not hot, but otherwise blue skies, nothing really to complain about on this Labor Day weekend so far. But what about the rest of the weekend?
Well, if we're looking at those images, we know it's probably going to be very good.
Hopefully.
What does it portend? Let's check in with Weather Authority and meteorologist Rich Luterman. It's looking good out there, huh?
It is looking good, Hilary and Dave. In fact, the Lutermeter is pegged at 9. It's not exactly warm out there in terms of swimming, but with the actual weather, it is beautiful. Lots of sunshine, a light breeze. Temperatures are on the comfortable side in the low 70s for a lot of us, and all because we have high pressure parked over the central Great Lakes. You can see great weather for Detroit, for Traverse City, Chicago, up to Green Bay, through the UP, down south, Cincinnati, Columbus, around Toronto and Niagara Falls. Looking great, and it's going to stay that way for the next few days. Our next best chance for any wet weather is down the road Wednesday afternoon, and you'll see that in the 7-day forecast. I'm going to step out of the way and show you what it looks like right along the Detroit River. Boy, it's nice out there. A light breeze from the north and northeast, but plenty of sunshine. How about these headlines moving forward? Great looking weather for Sunday and Labor Day Monday. There are the rain chances Wednesday afternoon and evening, and you'll see that in the extended forecast. Today, 73 the high. Now, it is cooler compared to what it should be for the end of August. 79 the average high, 61 the average low. And once again this morning, it was on the cool side. Some patchy fog. We will likely be in the low 50s to start your Sunday. Right now, a lot of us near 70 degrees. Pretty nice out there. Not much wind in the forecast. How about Traverse City, 69, 66 Mackinac Island. A little warmer out there in Mount Pleasant, 74 degrees. If you need some real heat, you got to go down south. 88 New Orleans, 85 Atlanta, and for Orlando. But notice this green shade through the Great Lakes in the northeast. That's this cooler air mass that's in place, but high pressure parked over the region is really not going to budge much in the next couple of days. So more of the same for Sunday and Labor Day Monday. Even Tuesday, we have dry weather. You'll see it in the 7-day. For the rest of tonight, it will be chilly overnight, but a nice evening out there. The overnight low down to 52. How about your Sunday forecast? Lots of sunshine, mild and dry afternoon. A little warmer than today. Now, if you're looking for the warm day this week, it's going to be Tuesday, 80 degrees. How about Labor Day Monday, 78? There's our next cold frontal boundary, Wednesday afternoon and evening. Then look at Thursday and Friday next week, a pair of 66s. So let's enjoy it. Some changes are down the road. Hilary, Dave, how about a full check later on tonight?
Thank you very much, Rich. A total of 6 people are accused of kidnapping and beating of a teenage girl. 5 of them were arraigned today.
Yeah, this is absolutely difficult to talk about even. The heinous crime happened earlier this week outside of McDonald's on the west side of Detroit. 2 men and 3 women have been charged with extortion, assault, unlawful imprisonment, and some other crimes. They were accused of kidnapping this 16-year-old girl from a McDonald's and then taking her to a house, demanding information about $20,000 that apparently was missing. Now, they thought she knew where it was. Police tell us when the group didn't get the answers that they wanted, they beat her brutally. This eventually led to the suspects barricading themselves, and eventually police rescued the girl and arrested the people now in custody. Today in court, prosecutors argue that each suspect should get the same bond.
They're equally situated in a joint enterprise. This is, they all go to the McDonald's. They're all together. Well, Chandler has the gun. They're all assaulting Clayton. They all then take her to a location. They all then assault her on video. They all then go to the Apple-Line address, introduce them to the males, and then the IR talks about them all assaulting. Police locate.
And the judge gave all of the suspects bond. If they post it, they'll have to wear tethers.
All right, with students across Michigan heading back to school, this comes with concerns about safety following the mass shooting in Minneapolis we saw earlier this week. When it comes to preventing violence in schools, the head of public safety at Detroit Public Community School District tells Fox 2 having a good relationship with kids goes a long way.
From a law enforcement perspective, is being present. There's nothing more important to us than being present. If we're there, we're building relationships with young people. I don't care how much equipment that you buy, what the technology is, nothing takes the place of a relationship. So when young people feel comfortable with you, they are more likely to speak with you. Kids know everything that's going on, whether it be through social media or direct conversations. They have an idea of when things are amiss, and then they will be more apt to share those with you when they have a relationship with you.
And remember, if you do see something, say something, students can report these tips confidentially by texting OK to say or calling 8555 OK to say.
Well, this has been a very big story nationally. Federal troops are going to be heading to the Chicago area very soon. Hundreds of officials with Homeland Security will be at a naval base just outside the Windy City. The Trump administration has named a number of other cities that could be on the list next. Now, Detroit isn't one of them as of yet. City Councilwoman Mary Waters joined Fox 2 in studio to discuss whether Detroit needs the federal help.
We need the president to do his job and help cities like Detroit, Chicago, other cities, Los Angeles, help us to address the breeding grounds for crime, right? Poverty, issues, housing, core issues. Schools. That is what we need from our president. We need a president who's not going to continue to divide this country. We need a president to help us unite.
And right now, there's no timetable on when federal troops could leave Washington, D.C. All right, well, as we've talked about, it seems ad infinitum, there is so much going on, as is usually the case around Labor Day weekend. Metro Detroit's a poppin'.
Yeah, the beat goes on, as they say, as in Arts Beats and Eats, bringing out big crowds as usual. There's music on a bunch of stages here. Nothing's going to stop us from seeing Starship tonight. There's also Rival Sons on the national stage. As for some other musical guests, tomorrow you can take it easy with Epic Eagles. That's an Eagles tribute band. And if you want to rock right now, sorry, you'll have to wait until Monday to see Rob Bass. If you're on a mission and you're wishing to see some young MC, you could bust a move, but on Monday as well. There's a lot in there. A lot was happening in there. Song lyrics, all of it.
Yeah.
I tried my best.
Yeah, well, you know, that's all good, man. That's all good.
Thanks.
All right, so let's talk about this. The State Fair, it's another option for you. Rides, games, animals, so much. You gotta love this, don't you? This is an annual favorite. And in terms of the safety concerns, unaccompanied minors won't be allowed to go in. You have to make sure that there's an adult with the young ones. The fair is held at Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi. By the way, that runs through Monday.
All right.
All right, so let's also talk about the smooth sounds of jazz in downtown Detroit.
We're talking about the world's largest free jazz festival featuring some of the genre's biggest names from all over the world. Fox 2's Scott Wolchek was there.
The music is the message, and of course it's Detroit's voice.
And that voice sounds pretty good. Are you ready to break out your jazz hands? You better be, because Detroit Jazz Festival is taking place all weekend.
Jazz ears, jazz hands, jazz smiles. One of the greatest family environments you're going to see. A surprise for every generation. It shouldn't be missed. It's very special stuff.
4 stages in 4 days celebrating all things jazz, from Hart Plaza through Campus Martius all the way to Midtown. The event is free, and for thousands, this is the place to be.
There's something special about the Detroit audience, and I got on stage and I said this is one of the most, if not the most fertile jazz ground ever.
I love the culture, and I love just the music in general, and the family and the culture. Like, it just brings it all together for me.
Kyla DeBose has a special relationship with the festival. She's been coming here for years and just won the youth vocal competition, meaning she will get to perform this weekend.
I used to work here last year as security, which is so funny to me, because it's like, oh, I used to always wish that I used to, you know, could be on the stage and stuff like that. So now that I'm here, it's kind of surreal. It's like, whoa, I literally used to work here.
Few cities can brag the symbiotic relationship that Detroit has with jazz. Detroit has seriously affected, and the artists have affected, the actual language and history of the music, and likewise the music has had a profound effect on the culture of who we are in the city.
So celebrate this final slice of summer. Scott Wolchek, Fox 2 News.
All right, from a free jazz fest to a chance to win a huge pile of money. That's tonight.
Yeah, are you playing? Are you going to play?
I'm not.
Yeah,
so someone else can win.
Well, I'm sure my husband will play.
There you go.
The Powerball
You're
jackpot is worth a whopping $1 billion. Your odds are terrible if you do the statistical analysis. Trust me, it's going to make you really sad. They're 1 in 292 million. Now, if you put the names of every adult in the United States in a giant hat, the odds of drawing your name are better than winning this jackpot. We just like to depress people, I guess. But someone has to win eventually. Tickets are $2, but the dreams, keep on dreaming, they're free.
It could be a blessing. It can also be a curse, depending on how you use it. So, like I said, I just want to make sure if I get it, you know, take care of my family, and then probably help others that probably need it too.
Of course, take care of my family, my mom, but help the homeless too.
I use it to take, you know, buy a house, take care of my family, build a place for homeless people, get them off the street if we can, you know, and have a place for kids.
All right, well.
Better luck for me next time, because I ain't playing this time.
You're not playing. Why did you decide not to play?
I don't know.
Just not your thing?
Not my thing.
All right.
Not my thing.
Well, that is it for Fox 2 News at 6.
Be sure to join us on air after baseball tonight. Speaking of baseball, it's the Tigers. They're taking on the Royals in Kansas City right here. Again, those odds of winning the Powerball. They're not good, but as the song goes, don't stop believing.